Ah, man, this is like the first video game I ever played as a kid. So like this game is one of those games that just like sticks with me. Like even if I wanted to forget, I can't. Like I said, some of you guys may know that like my dad used to play this game and my man was stuck on this game forever. He couldn't get past Kraid. Like him in platformers, he was one of those people that when he would try to jump, he'd move the controller too and it just wasn't working out for him. But the prodigy that I was went upstairs one time, beat Kraid with the charge beam. I didn't even know that you could switch the missiles out. I thought missiles were just for opening doors. And he looked at me and he said, "Man, I guess I suck." And that's where our gaming history begins. And what's going on, Mel Pontro? How you doing, dude? Speaking of which, I don't know if this is like, you know, not able to be talked about here, but do you still mod at all, or is it like the full-time job really just got you swamped where you're just like, I'm so comfortable with this, like I don't need a mod. I'm right here on Easy Street. If that's the case, then you know that's also pretty. But yeah, this is one of those games where like you didn't really need any story. Like you get this little setup, monologue, and flashback, but then once the game cuts you loose, the game just cuts you loose, says have at it, fam. So that's one thing I do like about this game, or I should say most Metroid titles, is that they let you just go on and enjoy the experience without too much restriction. Sorry. Got this weird sickness. I remembered Metroid Fusion and Metroid Other M. Now, Metroid Fusion isn't a bad game, it's just I have a lot of reservations and qualms with it. Metroid Other M, however, we don't talk about that. Talking about that during this playthrough might get you banned. It won't get you banned, but I will hardly think of it. Harsh punishments right here. They cooking. I can't defend that game. Like, no one can defend that game. That game was just butt cheeks. And what's going on, Scarfy? How you doing? I don't know why, but it feels like a dust mite or a Metroid or something just like flew into my throat, and it's just like, hello? Can I get some help? Like, I just finished a bottle of water and like nothing, but this is basically telling you that when you found a Metroid, you gave it to the scientist and said, yo, it'll be super dope, man. Science and shit. And then like 2 seconds after you fucking leave the Metroid, all the scientists get killed because the like you should have stayed on the ship. Like you gave them a Metroid. You may have wanted to oversee if they could really handle it, and they get duggied by Barney the dinosaur, and it's not a good look. It's definitely not a good look. I will admit, I will say shoutouts to Mel Pontro. I'm trying a different emulator. Normally when I emulate things, I either use Zebes, which is one of the emulators that legitimately pisses me off more than any other. Like, I'd rather use the PlayStation 2 emulator. And I hate that emulator. But I'd rather use that emulator than Zebes. Then there's SNES 9X, which is okay, but some games get really laggy. But yeah. Wow. Shoutouts to Scarfy for saying friendship is what brings her to the show. Friends gotta support friends, you know. When are you going to stream again? That's the real question. Excuse me, sir. I would need you to not. Okay. I thought I could be crafty and just dodge that. I'm waiting for the swoop. Okay, that's not how you dodge swoop. I'm not sure how to dodge swoop, actually. Damn, he is machine gunning the fire at me right now, dude. Yeah, I'm not sure how to dodge swoop. We're just gonna focus on dodging fire. Now, the thing about this boss fight is, spoiler alert, you're not supposed to win. Like, there is no win. There's no win button. Basically, what you have to do is you just shoot him, and eventually he'll either get your health low enough to where he just pisses off, or he'll drop the Metroid and be like, all right, you got me, chief. It's all gravy, baby. Ooh, we just dodged swoop. Yo, man, dodge and swoop. Like, I'm doing this because I want to practice my movement, and my movement is ass. Oh, he got me. Yep, he got me. Oh, he dropped it. All right, we both got each other. We got low health, and he dropped the baby Metroid. And he just pieces out. He just doesn't care. Like, he's just like, yeah, man, you know what? You know what, Sam? This is pretty it's getting kind of late, you know. Just gonna go ahead and fuck off. He just leaves. He just pieces out. Also, I do appreciate the follow, Mel Pontro. Really do. Big shout outs to you, brother man. Perhaps from the 5th floor. Shout outs to Martin if you've ever seen that show. Martin is one of the great shows, all right? While Martin Lawrence may not have the greatest stand-up comedy career, even though his stand-ups are pretty fire, The Martin Show is definitely one of the greatest sitcoms of all time. Also, this part right here, like, can we take a moment to appreciate this? Like, the wilting tower. Like, as a kid, dude, this was stoked. Like, this was crazy to me. I was like, yo, we can go off screen. It's wild. Like, it's pretty nonsensical. Like, it's nothing to really celebrate in terms of game mechanics, but it was just something that I hadn't really seen during this era too often. I'm sure you can name about 50 other games that did it on the Super Nintendo, but we're not here to talk about those other games. We're to talk about this one. It's pretty dope. So you leave that chaotic, just absolute garbage fest. You just land on this desolate planet. And you're like, man, an orange planet, man. It's kind of looking like Mars, like we see in all the Martian movies, right? Then you land on it, and it's not orange. There's nothing orange about it. The atmosphere doesn't even look orange. Like, it looks complete. Like, this is like gray. It's like gray, got some blues, got some grass. Looks like we might have an ocean in the background, and this is definitely not what we saw from orbit. It's always very interesting to see how, like, when you look back at this game, just some of the little details that you notice. And it's also pretty cool how, like, the game starts off and it's, like, very ominous. Like, the game don't tell you nothing, dog. It's just like, yeah, there's a planet. There's some doors you can't get to. There's some doors you can't even open. You just gotta go. You come here and you're like, yo, what the hell? You see, like, these little flies on the wall. Like, you know, this is, like, an abandoned factory. Like, it's not a factory, per se, but, like, if this was your first Metroid experience, like it was for me, or in my case, my first gaming experience, dude, I didn't know what was going on, Chief. I was just like, word? We just go? Go to the right? Like, what's happening? Like, you know, you just go down the elevator and you're like, man, this is pretty bizarre. One of the few games where, like, I can legit say I got a little bit of the spookening in me, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of the spookville. What about you, oh my god. I don't know. Silver Angel and Scarfy have the most awkward interactions of all time. I just want to go ahead and say that. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you're like, yo, dude, what the fuck? What's going on in the chat? Just telling you right now, spoiler alert, their interactions are always quite bizarre. I think we get missiles in here, right? Yeah. Big boy missiles. Has anyone heard of Metroid fanfictions? No. We are not talking about Metroid fanfictions and headcanons. No. You want to get timed out? You can talk about, but that is, oh no. Trust me, please. Like, I like everything that's in, you know, the Metroid universe that's not Other M. To a lesser extent, Metroid Fusion, and to an even lesser extent than that, Metroid Prime 3. But, you know, these are different issues for different days. But as far as fan fictions are concerned, no. A lot of them end in some weird, lewd nonsense with her getting with a Metroid, mother brain growing titties, and like trying to get jiggy with it, and that's not attractive. Also, YouTuber fanfics are wild because I know some people who used to write them. Yeah. There's a girl I know who used to write them for Game Grumps, but like on an obsessive level. Like a super obsessive level. It's nobody that y'all know, but I mean, like, I didn't even know about Game Grumps at the time. Like, this is like when Game Grumps was like, their channel might have been like a year old, and like I hadn't even heard of them yet. And like, she's like, yeah, I love Game Grumps so much. And she would like show me like long 8, 12 page just things of her just talking about how like JonTron and what's his face, Ego Raptor, were just like swapping spit, and I was like, that's a lot more about those two than I ever could have even thought that I would want to imagine. But I could still wall jump, okay. Yeah, all right, I'm not even gonna try to get in that gap right there, all right? That's what I'm just gonna take it really slow. Like I said, I'm not a pro, I'm not a speedrunner, although speedruns of this game are absolutely wild if you ask me, but okay, first of all, dude, you really didn't have to shoot me. You could have let me get away with just going up the shaft, no problem, but here you go, being difficult. It doesn't have to be like that, fam. But yeah, one thing I will say about Metroid games that really got me stoked and like really definitely kind of, I don't want to say shaped me how I am as a gamer or, you know, trained me to like certain things in games, but I always have a great appreciation for the hardcore, fast-paced boss fight. And I know some people are going to say, you know, yeah, but, you know, this isn't really a fast-paced boss. If you want fast-paced, you should try insert game here, right? I understand that, but, like, just having bosses that, you know, are just big creatures and you just got to slap them up and, like, you have different and more innovative ways to do it, definitely something I appreciate in this game. Speaking of which, this boss was raw as hell as a child, dude. Like, you'd be like, man, yo, we got bombs? So you morph into a ball? And then we could just press X? Hold on a minute. So you, like, get down and you start trying it, and you be like, oh, man, this is sick. We got bombs? You be like, why the door lock? And, like, sometimes you be so focused on the door, you don't even notice. My man's coming to life over here, dog. He's just like, yo, what's up? What's up, dude? If I remember right, if you try to shoot too fast into him, he actually will not take damage. It's really weird. Oh, snap. We bodied him. Word? I thought he took more shots than that. Okay. I guess not, man. Whew. I don't want to say this is awesome games done quick, but hold on. All right, let's stop. Let's not do that. I'm sure there's somebody watching this right now who actually watches these speedrunners, and they're like, if you think that was fast, then you obviously have never played Metroid before. Now, I do remember that, like, if you're really good, you can go out the back way. I'm not good, so I'm not even going to try it. But, yeah, you can, like, wall jump up there. And it's just that this game is so freeform. That's one of the things that makes it a really sick experience. Like, there's so many ways that you can go traverse the same areas. There's so many ways that, like, you can play the game and have a playthrough that's different than somebody else. And even if you have 2 people who are just completely different, or you could have 10 people, have them all play the game in 10 different ways as their first playthrough of this game, and you'll be like, man, how did y'all all go 10 different routes but still find the same way to get out of the same area? Like, it's kind of wild. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some people who, they're going to get lost in this game and they're not going to have any idea what the hell is going on. They're going to get super stuck and super frustrated, and they might drop the game. But I will say, out of all the Metroid games, this might be the one with the least amount of backtracking. Or if the backtracking needs to be done, it is not that tedious. Like, Metroid Prime, like, that whole series has the whole problem of, like, the end game being littered with, collect these artifacts! Samus, we need your help! You must get these Dark Sky Temple keys! Samus, we need your help! You gotta get these batteries! Like, you just don't want to deal with it. Alright, now, I know I said I'm not a speedrunner, and I'm not. But I do remember this trick as a kid. I'm gonna try it a couple of times. If we fuck it up, we fuck it up. But I'm gonna try it out. Yeah, we definitely didn't get it. But there's this thing called Mock Ball, where it's like, if you don't bounce when you morph through the door, you can get super missiles like mad early, and damn. All right, we'll give it 2 more attempts. If we don't get it in 2 more attempts, we're gonna go ahead and just play the game as normal as possible. Damn. Just when you think like you almost have it and then you don't. All right, 3rd time's the charm, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd time's the charm. That was a terrible jump. I had it! Oh my! I pressed up. I'm a potato. I am literally a potato. I threw it away. I said I don't want this. I actually had it that time. I'm kind of disgusted with myself. All right, we're just gonna skip it. I don't know how to do it. You see, I thought it was you hold run and jump, and then you just let go of jump, or not jump, you let go of run as you bounce. You press the 2nd down, and then it should just work, is what I thought. Yeah, it's not gonna work out for me, Chief. Actually, that time the gate didn't come down, which is interesting. Alright. I'll get it one day. One of these days, I'll get it. That's an interesting little trick, though. I always wanted to try it, but like I never actually really ever think to do it. Because it's always so long in between when I actually played this game versus the last time I played this game. Ow, I got hit. It's funny how, like, if you scroll an enemy off screen in this game, it seems like they remember the position that they were in, and please. Alright. Because you dropped the missile, I'll go back and get it. I honestly was thinking about not going back to get it at all, but sometimes God giveth you drops, so you can take those drops. What the? Oh. No one saw that, alright? No one saw me fail that hard at trying to kill that one little tiny enemy, okay? And of course, I'm a missile short. This is great. Oh, wait. I think I spent an extra missile that I didn't need right there. And oh boy, this is... Man, that shot just completely just domed me. Oh yeah, I'm taking huge L's here. Huge L's. There we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna watch one of the earliest instances of jiggle physics. That's right, folks. You heard what I said. I'm gonna tuck ourselves in this corner because I do remember this being a safe spot. I'm pretty sure this is a safe spot. I could be wrong. Maybe it's on the other side, but I'm pretty sure it's left side. Wow, I only got one shot in there. Like, once you know what you're doing, this is probably one of the least interesting boss fights in the history of the Super Nintendo. But let's be honest, man. Yeah, man, it is the legendary Spore Spawn, dog. Playing this for old time's sake is, man, this is bringing back all the fond memories as a child. I see a lot of people calling this dude Spo, which I always thought was weird because technically wouldn't it be Spo Spa because he's Spo Spawn, but Spore Spawn, blah. Seeing his picture in the guidebook though was like the most derpy thing. Oh wow, apparently I am one missile short. You thought that when you typed it? Yeah, like, it's like really weird. But I mean, if everyone wants to call it that, I mean, who am I? I tried to get the swag shot there, and as you saw, apparently my math was bad. Apparently I need another missile? Go ahead and open up your mouth so I can give you an insulin shot. Gotta cure you of these diabetes. Okay, he gets a lot darker than I remembered. So clearly playing this again is definitely something that I'm going to have to refamiliarize myself with. You dead? Alright, Gucci. Now, watch the jiggle physics. Oh, jiggle for me, Spore Spo. There you go, Spo. Jiggle for me. That's what I'm talking. Ah, oh, beautiful. Beautiful. If your breasts don't jiggle like that, then we don't want them. At least that's how I've been raised. Big facts. I don't know why. I knew what this was, but for some reason acted like I knew something was going to come out of there. I don't know. Sometimes my brain don't think. Sometimes I don't remember good. Now we got the soups. Lots of other places have now opened up to us. Jump over that. Can I still infinite bomb jump? See, that's going to be the test. If I can IBJ in this game still. I think I remember the timing. I'm not certain. Okay, I really didn't have to super that guy. A regular missile would have done just fine. Would have done just fine. Oh, well, we were making a statement, all right? We were like, yo, I'm getting tired of you people, all right? Go ahead and die. I think this is charge beam? Yep, charge beam. There we go. The reason why I brought up infinite bomb jumping, because I do remember Kraid, and I do remember you can go down, get high jump, and all that fancy schmancy crap, but you could also do it the way that you're probably just not even expected to do it. Wow, okay, I got bodied right there. If I remember right, there is something in this pipe up here. Oh, yep, I saw it. I saw it. Yeah. Look at the big brain on me. I think there's like a power bomb door in this room too, somewhere, I think. Might be up there. Probably is. Like I said, I remember lots of random things about this game, and I forgot a lot of other things. Like Meridia? Meridia, I don't remember nothing about Meridia. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like off the cuff, nothing. Oh man, I remember when my dad got stuck on this, because if you don't run, you don't make it across. And if you didn't read the guide, technically the game never told you there was a run button, but you figured this would be something you figured out by playing any other, you know, game on the Super Nintendo. I mean, I think every game on the Super... Oh! Whoop! 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 I think every game on the Super Nintendo has the same run button. Out of their major flagship series, from Mario, Donkey Kong, blah, blah, blah. True. True, it does tell you that. But a lot of people, at least back in the day, most people I knew, if they bought a new game, if the game didn't tell them explicitly, they would just figure it out. But I mean, those instruction manuals back in the day were real godsends. They were the real MVP, because they told you a lot of things that most games didn't really necessarily have to tell you. Because I honestly think we were smarter back then as gamers. Like as a whole, I legitimately think we were smarter back then than we are now. Because some of the tutorials we have in like the modern age of gaming are kind of like, hey man, I want to make sure that you know everything coming out the gate. And like, that's great and all. But like, if I'm about to fight the final boss, I don't need like the little magic fairy being like, hey, just in case you forgot how to use your special ammunition, just go ahead and hold R2 and then press R1 and then you'll have an inventory selection screen. Then you move the stick on the dial. Ha ha ha. Like, I don't think we need that in the end game. But, you know, it is what it is. Like Horizon Zero Dawn, like, I mean, that game had some ridiculous stuff in it. We're gonna try it. Can I infinite bomb jump? Probably help if I push the bomb button. Alright. Can we do it from the ground? Alright, I gotta find out what the timing is. Boy, do I seem to not know it. I used to be really good at this, believe it or not. I think that might have actually been it. But I chickened out. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, guys. Well, we could always do it this way. Forgot, this isn't the Metroid Prime timing. You literally just wait for it to explode, and then you push the button. Okay. Not bad. I remember some things. Took me a minute, but I remember some things. See? We're not always a potato. Who am I kidding? We are pretty potato. I don't know if I need high jump to get up to Kraid, like when he stands up, because I'm pretty sure. No, we can just wall jump up to those platforms. I don't really think it's a big deal. Also, having Spazer really makes it fighting those key hunters. The ones that stand up are space pirates. Those are key hunters, right? But yeah, it makes fighting everything in this section so much easier, because everything else needs a missile to be killed. Oh my god. Look, mini Kraid, I get it. I understand that he didn't like me, but I mean, come on, my guy. I gotta go ahead and beat your mom. Or your dad? I actually don't know what crate is. Gonna... Yeah, for a second there, I was like, are you not gonna open? But I guess I just wasn't close enough. And I ran right into the spikes. That is always super dope. Yo, this was wild as a kid, too. Just seeing this big old thing just jump up, and you're like, man, what the hell? Oh, man, I suck. I suck. Whoa! Almost hit me with the foot. Do not want to get hit with the foot. Sir or madam. Sir or madam. Oh. Do I just remember these bosses having a lot more health? Well, except for Spospo. Apparently Spospo is the one that has the most HP. Because I don't remember any of these bosses going down so quick. Like, don't get me wrong, I know you can quick kill Kraid with the triple super missiles at the beginning, but I mean, like, hello? Run right into the spikes. Genius. Literally genius. The smartest thing I've ever done. Wow. I always think that, you know, Little Kraid might be the most disrespectful enemy in the entire game, just due to the simple fact that I think he may be the, well, take that back. Dragon also does. But one of the few enemies in the game that have the nerve and the gall to spit on you. Then again, I guess the key hunters do that too, man. And everybody on this planet is just disrespectful. First they break in your space colony, steal your Metroid, then they spit on you. Then you got this one thing up there that's just like, hi, you know what my name is, right? My name is, I like to go ahead and jump on your back and like just try to suck your health off. Yeah, man. Look, they literally are just humping Samus dry. Like, does no one have a problem with that? They just jump onto your midsection and just start pelvic thrusting you until you die. That's probably one of the worst ways to go out, but I mean, you know, I guess aliens need love too? Question mark? I don't know. We'll have to come up with something for that. Okay, so without high jump, that jump you can just make. Odd. It is odd how that worked out. Death by Snoo Snoo? Yeah, death by Snoo Snoo. Let's... Whoop. I want to say this is high jump. Question? Yeah, okay. Okay, so here's what I've learned. You see that little guy that's going around? You got to kill him to open up the doors. But trying to just get in the hole here. There we go. I want to come this way so I can just open up the door, because if you don't kill it and then open up both doors, you got to kill it a second time. I hate you. But I'm just letting him know that, right? Okay. Where do I gotta jump from? Gotta jump a little higher than that. Alright, we're just gonna go the long way, because I don't feel like coming out and then having to, well. I guess since I did it backwards, I'm gonna have to go do it that way anyway. So that actually kind of sucks. I just thought about that. I was like, Technically, I did do this the long way, the exact way I said I didn't want to do it, but, you know, nah, I guess yeah, so we're just gonna wait for him. Come on down here. Head and kill it. That way, this door flashing. Unlock it. Ideally, you would want to kill that thing quick. Unlock it so you don't have to worry about that on your back. But what is this? This is... Oh, we need speed booster for that. I mean, technically, you could mock ball it, but like I said, I don't remember how to do that. I thought I remembered how to do that, but apparently... That was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever allowed one of those things to actually just crush me. Like, see, that wasn't it. I don't know how to do it. I used to know how to do it, but now I don't remember. I'll try it one more time, but I'm pretty sure I just don't remember how to do this. No, that's not it. But basically what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to be able to keep your momentum from your run speed into your ball speed. But I mean, that wasn't it, so yeah. It's an interesting trick if you can do it, but I'm not remembering the inputs. I know it's basically, you'll know you got it if you don't bounce, which is the hard part. Because technically, I could get Ice Beam right now if I remembered how to. Hello? You know, I know it's possible, but I just want to know how annoying it would be for someone to actually complete this game without ever using high jump boots. Because if you had Ice Beam now, which you very well could, I believe you could get Speed Booster super early. Like, actually, no, I think Speed Booster could be the very next item you're supposed to obtain. But you could take a much easier route than the route that I think I'm gonna have to take. All right, let me just pull out the missiles. I'm getting sick of these dragons. How did I miss that? Oh, okay. We're just gonna pretend like I did that room flawlessly. That's what we're going to do. Because you could freeze one of these guys, and then you could like jump up and like go higher. I mean, in theory, I guess. But you only get one shot to do this. Technically, I guess you get 2 shots to do it. God, this is gonna take forever, isn't it? So somehow, I think bomb jumping is the harder technique of this and mock ball, but somehow, because this is just a timing thing, I can do this no problem. This is easy once you know the timing, but mock ball? Nah, man, don't even ask me to try to do that again. Boy, am I what you would call the big terror bad at it. That flying taco thing's gonna hit me. He's gonna hit me. It's gonna happen. He's gonna hit me right. Oh my God. How? Whatever. We take those. Thank you, Cactus, for the big assist. We take those. Yep. Mm-hmm. I don't have the skills to complain. The Cactus was like, come on, brother. I know you've been struggling out here in these streets. I know you don't know how to mock ball, and it's okay. We're gonna get through this together. Went ahead, scooped me on up. I was expecting him to hit me, and I would be flying to the left, but nah, man. He had my back. Oh. Is there a thing up here? There is. I don't know. I remember, like I said, random things about this game. I think the last time I played anything Super Metroid related was, I want to say it was like 2013. We played Super Metroid Super Zero Mission, which was a really dope ROM hack. If you haven't played it, definitely go out and see that. But it's been about 4 or 5 years. Yeah, and there's also some interesting things about this game when it comes to like special abilities, like not just things that, you know, are, you know, a little bit of manipulation, but you can short charge Shine Sparks. And if you don't know what a Shine Spark is, that's when you run, press down on the D-pad, and you go in a crouching state, and then you can get like a super jump boost in whichever direction you want to go. I think we want to go in this room from the top. Yeah. And Wave Beam is right across from here. Don't get hit by that, thank you. Go ahead and try to shoot that from here. Shoot it! Alright, Samus. I see what... Alright. Do we remember how to short charge? It's like a rhythm you gotta do to tap the B button and the D-pad. Oh, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Woo! Short charge in the... How can I short charge but can't mock ball? I don't remember things, okay? My memory is trash. I honestly wish I could remember how to mock ball as opposed to... I would trade Shine Sparking or short charging for... for mock balling. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I never learned how to damage boost, so that's one thing I actually don't know how to do. I do know that's a thing where you could like take damage and like do an input and you'll get like jettisoned across the map. Can't seem to shake that feeling that I missed something. I mean, I think I'm going the intended route, but I just get the feeling I'm missing something. What I'm missing. I mean, technically I could go up there and go grab something, but I don't think there's anything up there that I care about. I know there's like a reserve tank. I think 2 missile expansions, I think. But reserve tanks they're kind of butt. No disrespect to reserve tanks, but they're kind of booty cheek. If you need a reason why, let me tell you. They're bad because they don't give you iframes when you get hit. They're bad because you can kinda just like never need them because once you get to the end game, nothing's really gonna do damage to you to the point where you're gonna need extra damage. And oh, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. For those of you who don't know what reserve tanks are at all, basically what they are basically when you die, they're auto energy tanks that just kick in. Like you died and you get an extra, and then it's how many they are. It's like E-tanks in Mega Man. If you needed a comparison. Except they auto proc when your health hits 0. Get up out of there. I don't think the lava goes all the way to the top in this room. Not necessarily worried about that either. Yeah, okay. Oh, yep, trying to be fancy. Should have just walked on it. Yep, yep, look at me being dumb. Alright, just roll on it. Thank you. There we go. Wait. I'm literally a trash bin. I'm literally a What was the point of even going the way with the bomb jump if you were just gonna come back the way? I'm literally a boat. I'm literally a river full of trash right now. Not gonna. I'm actually kind of disgusted with myself. I literally just did that. I literally just went in that. I think I might have dementia, folks. Like I said, I remember some things. How? I knew what I should have. I'm an idiot. I'm just gonna go with I'm an idiot for 500, Alex. I took the really convoluted but faster way around with the bomb jump. I don't even have words for that. This is speed boost to win. I guess since we're on this side of town now, we could just go ahead and grab Ice Beam. I think the next thing I'm supposed to fight is Crocomire, I believe, because we need Grapple Beam. Actually, we might need Power Bomb to go down there. Wait, no, we can get Power Bombs after Crocomire. Aha. Come on now. I know I can do this. All right, thank you. Who is making that mad difficult? Go ahead and slide in these DMs. Get this Ice Beam real quick. Now, I don't know if it's faster to go out over the top or can you go back through? No, you can't go back. I mean, you can probably if you mock ball. Once again, we have seen that my hands are not blessed with mock ball ability. That's not what you want, Chief. Some of y'all may have seen what I tried to do. Things didn't go according to the plan. Very seldomly do they go according to plan for me. I think that's the theme and motif we're seeing here for Super Metroid. I hope this goes better when we boot up Mario Kart later, because my God, the last thing I need is to be getting Dougied by Super Mario freaking Kart. All right, where do I need to go? All right, I'm just gonna assume that I know where I need to go, and just assume I know where my mistakes were made. Or that could happen. That is also. We're not talking about the fact that I missed that platform. We're also ignoring that. Speaking of door, there's a missile tank down here. I don't know why they thought it would be a good idea to put one down here, but for some reason, the developers said, yeah, this is fine. I mean, I know you get the gravity suit and you become immune to lava and, you know, all that's great and all. That's one of the weird item placements that I actually take issue with in the game. Then again, I guess it's like, you know, if you're taking damage from lava, maybe you just shouldn't go in it until you can. But it's just in such a odd spot that you would just assume that, like, yeah, there's nothing down there. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's down here already. Oh, we have wave. I'm an idiot. I literally came in here and I remembered that the gate was facing the other way. But what I didn't remember was I already had wave beam and I could have just. There's like a tear, like in my tear duct right now. And it's just like, man, you dumb. How you remember the hard stuff, but all the easy stuff you're just like, I don't remember. I don't think so. That's not how the game works. Which way is Crocomire? Well, it ain't that way. I'm pretty sure he's on this level. Oh, we going left. Oh yeah, this looks like Crocoland here, baby. This is one of my favorite boss fights of all time, though. I know that might sound a little weird, but this man is an absolute unit. You ain't had to push me like that, dog. Like now that you have like a strat for him, no, this boss fight is not interesting in the slightest. This boss fight is not interesting in the slightest now that like I know how to fight him. But back in the day, man, I had a friend named Zach. He also is a big fan of Super Metroid. And dude, he was like, yo, this boss fight is intense, man. I can't beat... Forgot about that. But yeah, man, just firing at him, dodging the projectiles, almost getting backed into a wall of spikes, man, it was pretty intense. Now, not so much. And then the first time you beat him, you're like, oh snap, unload! And then you get this comedic little... And it's like, oh, okay. I just want to try something real quick. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm trying to figure out how to shine spark to a direction. Okay. You can't jump straight up. You have to hold forward jump and then... Okay. Because I think that's how it works. I actually don't know how that works. I actually don't know how to shine spark to a direction. I know how to shine spark up and diagonally up, but not to a specific direction. Pretty sure you can just do that. Come on, man. I had that. Not gonna lie, game. I think you should have gave that one to me. Just saying. Game. I understand that you don't want me to get these power bombs, but I'm gonna need you to let me get these power bombs. Thank you. And the first time you ever actually had to use a power bomb was like super sick. And no, these are not the first ones you're supposed to get. And you are equipped with everything that you would need to get those now. I mean, the very next thing we get, I believe, is grapple beam, so I don't really think it even like really matters. Like, you'll just get it on the way back, but you didn't know that before. Definitely get them now. All right, let's... That is not how you do that. Oh, come. All right, you know what? I have to kill you now. Like, I was gonna let you be alive and chill, be the last of your kind, and then there you go, being that guy. 100% unnecessary. You know, I just realized something. Everyone calls it grapple beam, but it's grappling beam. Does anyone ever call it grappling beam? Or is it just, we all call it grapple, we just ignore the fact that it says grappling? Like, is it just like a gentleman's agreement that we're all ignoring the ing on grapple? That was weird. I think I do need to get back to trying out some of those Metroid hacks because I know there's like a bunch of them now. Like there is a legit plethora of them. And at this point, I've only played 2. Darkholm Hospital and Super Zero Mission, like I said. I'm not playing any of the ones that are just lol, we added spikes everywhere, so do not ask. How am I taking such a bad angle on shooting that shot right there? This was not meant to be the hard part of this room. Okay, I was gonna say if we somehow botched me grabbing it and then just dropping off of them, pretty upsetting. Or we could do that. That is also option that we have. Let's try this with like 28% less suck. That actually kind of depressed me. Not having the super missiles right there. Although, I don't know how long it took me or how many playthroughs it took me to learn Grapple Beam absorbs power-ups for you, so you don't have to actually go out in harm's way to go grab them. But it's a very interesting feature to take note of. I don't think the game ever tells. I don't even think the guidebook tells you that. Like I said, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I do think that the next thing that we have to fight now is Phantoon? Someone could correct me if I'm wrong, but pretty sure the boss order is Kraid, Phantoon, Dragon, Ridley. I know Ridley's last, but I'm pretty sure Dragon's right. Which would make sense because that's when you would get the get the gravity suit from Phantoon. Yeah, okay, so it would have to be that order. Man. No. No. All right, fine. I'll go back the way. I was supposed to, game. Wow, you can't even get it from there. Now I just feel disrespectful. That one hurt. That one hurt to watch. If that hurt you to watch, it hurt me even more to. It hurt so much. I said, let's do it again. Let's do it a second time. Let's drop the soap twice, back to back. I'm. Oof. Oof is the only word I've got for that one. All right. Get over here. Get out of this room. Because the grapple shenanigans they're not working for me. If that was my last super missile, I would have actually cried live on stream. Like you would have saw tears rolling down my eyes. You would have saw me shaking my head. You would have just heard you would have heard a broken I'm just gonna. Super missile drops are not guaranteed to anybody. Man, all that aside, another thing that I think this game absolutely nails is the soundtrack. And I think a lot of games that are great could be just like slices of heaven if they just got the soundtrack right. There are games that are just good that could be great, or mediocre games that we could just consider good, and they don't even have to touch up any of the gameplay issues. All they would have to do legitimately just give us a banger of an OST. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, if Jet Set Radio did not have godlike music, I don't know if it would have been as well as received as it is right now. Because right now, for me, it's one of my favorite games. And while I do love the gameplay, I can admit that, you know, some of the controls are a little clunky. There are some issues that I can see a lot of people having with the pacing of the game, or how quick the original could just be done in like what, 35 minutes. I think that's what the speed runs are at now. Like, even if you're not a speedrunner, you can beat that game in probably sub 2 hours. Like, even if you're not good at the game and you die a couple times, like sub 2 hours. It was a really, really short game. I don't want to say that you could say it left a lot to be desired, but it's still always going to be an instant classic for me, though. Guess that Radio Future, I like a little bit less. Still a great game in my opinion, but once again, those control issues, I can definitely see people saying that, you know, it's not the most fluid thing they've ever played. And a game with rollerblades, you would think that, you know, the control scheme would be super intuitive. And I remember doing this as a kid, so I'm doing it now. We're taking these off in this room, and we still somehow just walked off the edge and just fell into one of these. Like, so that's one of those rooms that I've always just, like, I despised. You could say it was a little bit of PTSD kicking in there, but man, I remember these stupid caterpillar things in Metroid Fusion. Like, the red ones would do, like, just an ass load of damage. Then again, everything did an ass load of damage in Metroid Fusion. I have no idea. I guess they just wanted a 2D Metroid game to actually feel like you could die at any point in time, because let's face it, I don't ever feel like I'm in danger of dying in this game unless I do something that's just like off the charts levels of stupid. Maybe the only game that I really had a challenge in terms of, you know, dying was probably Fusion, Metroid Prime 2, and the Metroid 2 remake on the 3DS. But that was because, like, there was just some dumb stuff in that game. I don't think that game was bad, but I do think that, like, in terms of enjoyment, I do think that's still dwarfed heavily by AM2R. Because AM2R, that was godlike. Like, I know it's a fan game, and I know Nintendo hit him with the cease and desist. But man, if Nintendo were to just say, you know what, guys, we appreciate you. How about this? We just push your game to the Nintendo eShop. Boy, everybody would have bought that game. I don't think there would have been a single person who would have been like, nah, dog, I'm not buying that. That game was the truth. Played it once on stream. Played it twice off stream. If you have not played another Metroid 2 remake, go ahead and find it. It's somewhere on the internet. Definitely, if you're a Metroid fan, you're doing yourself a disservice if you haven't played it. Not that the 3DS one is bad, but let's be honest, fighting the same 5 enemies over and over and over and over and over and over again without much deviation from those enemies. Like, you had the rhinos, you had like the swarm enemies, like the little bugs. You had the bat, and then you had the little, like, what do you call them? I forget what you call them. The little frog-like things. And as far as, like, enemies that you fought, that was about it. Every now and then you got, you know, the different types of robots, but that was, like, super late game, and therefore I wouldn't really say it mattered too much, but yeah, that's kind of how that was. Short charge here. I think this is enough room. Right? Oh, we did it, boys! That was actually kind of sick. That was actually kind of sick. A thought occurs. Should I go back to the ship? Because I don't think I've saved it all, and I know what's coming. You know what? Screw it. We real around here, all right? We ain't out here. We ain't about to be intimidated by no ghosts. As the Ghostbusters team said, I ain't scared of no ghost. I'm ready. Which means I'm probably not ready. I'm probably going to die a very gruesome death to a boss that I don't need to die to. Then again, we don't have to try to kill it fast, all right? We hadn't saved all game. Now we got to fight this dude, and let me tell you, this is not... Okay, we just... You know, actually, we don't want to use supers on this thing if we're trying to get some HP. Does cutscene flames hurt you? Yes, they do. All right. Actually didn't know that. And you just keep dropping stuff for me. You know, I would prefer health, honestly. I would prefer health. I would prefer health. I would prefer... We're dead. We're gonna die. Yep. We're gonna die. Yep, this is the end. Oh my god, he finally gave me health, and then he hit me. Then he hit me. Oh yeah, we're fucked. It's over. Health, please. Oh my god, health. Health. We are literally going to die to this. We're dead. We got bamboozled. We got ripperonied. I'm gonna try to learn how to mockball, all right? I want to say I know how to do it, but for some reason I don't know how to do it. Nope, that is not it. That's not the dream, Chief. Yeah, I didn't even mash jump right there. Haha. And before I'm crazy and like you actually don't do this in this game. Oh my god, Eureka! All right. We take those. We take them. Yep. We take those. Alright, so apparently I was doing it backwards. You hold the jump button down, not the run button. Alright, so that... Okay. Understood, game. Under-freaking-stood. Big brain. Yeah, I figured that was going to take like 7 tries, but was that second try on playthrough number 2? Yeah, like I said, I remember stuff. Not the right stuff, but stuff. Bro, I'm just going to run through this because, like, y'all ain't going to stop me at this point. All right? Like, I am still popping off about the mock ball. That is probably, like, a very simple trick. That is not something I should be popping off about. But you damn right I appreciate getting it. Now, if I can get the other one in Norfair, boy, I'd really be cooking then. So we're not fighting Spospo this time. Like, that is one thing we can actually skip now because, you know, reasons. Mock ball's the #1 trick you gotta learn to speedrun. Because I'm assuming there's a lot of places where it's practical, where, like, it may not, you know, get you an item early, But like a place where you would have to like crouch and just morph into a morph ball tunnel, or for example, anywhere where you would have to like jump and, you know, go through certain terrain, sometimes probably being in ball form makes it a lot easier. Or maybe you dodge certain enemies if you don't have speed booster yet. But yeah, the super missile thing is like, it's huge. Because that's about, what, a good 8 to 9 minutes if you're like a normal player that I don't have to do. Like, normally we're going up top, fighting Spore Spawn, blah, 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 blah. And we just don't have to do it now. I didn't think that jump was going to land me in that pipe. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like, yeah, we are just tanking all of this for 2 reasons. We're about to go to Red Brinstar, and there's an energy fill-up thing that's over there, and... I do remember somebody saying in, like... I remember watching a speedrun at Awesome Games Done Quick a while ago. Does arm pumping really save you that much time? Because I see sometimes that they're like mashing L and R, and I don't actually know if that makes you run faster, or... I would assume it does. I'm assuming they're not just doing a wasted motion with their index finger. And in TASes, I see it a lot. I would assume there has to be some like crazy speedrun tech for that. Like it like moves you forward a frame or 2 or something. Because it's not something I can see off the naked eye. Yeah, exactly that. All right. I would assume it had to be something like that, because like from the naked eye is like I'm not seeing anything special. I don't know. I've always admired speedrunners, but at the same time, speedrunning is not... It's not for me. Not saying that, you know, I'm like... Because there's some people who have this weird, like... Oh, I don't understand speedrunners and like blah blah blah, and like they actually hate speedrunners for some reason. I don't understand that. Like watching them tear a game apart is amazing, but like I just get the feeling like if I ever like speed ran a game and like I get something that's not my PB, like I might actually be like tilted, like damn, that run sucked. Like I don't ever want to turn like one of my favorite games into damn, that sucked. And I think it's interesting, like, you know, how speedrunners, you know, can, I don't want to say cope, but, you know, they got to find a way to keep it interesting sometimes, because that would tilt me if, like, I turned a game, like, if I turned Super Metroid into a game where it's like, I can't even appreciate just getting to the end credits because it wasn't my PB, man, I would not wish that on anybody. Because there's sometimes I see a speedrunner and, like, they're having a decent run, and then, like, something, like, one thing goes wrong. And they're throwing a controller. They're busting, like, you know, property. They're, like, screaming, cussing, ranting, and raving. And it's like, yo! It's not that serious! But to them, man, it means everything. Because I play enough competitive games. Like, I play fighting games. I go to tournaments for fighting games, stuff like that. So, like, I already have enough games on my plate where, like, if you don't have, like, you know, performing up to expectations, you're like, damn, that sucks. And, like, I understand that. Overwatch, I play competitive, but not, like, you know, I'm not on a team or anything. That's just, like, regular ranked. But, like, as far as, like, fighting games, you know, you actually go out to compete for those. And, you know, a lot of times, you know, you got to spend money to get to these tournaments. And, you know, if you do something and you lose, you're like, damn, I spent all this money to come out to this tournament and I got my ass beat. That sucks. And I can understand how that could tilt someone very easily. And for speedrunners, like, you know, I would never want my all-time favorite game to ever be in jeopardy of that. But yeah, man, the Jet Set Radio speedrun, wild. There is some wild stuff in that run. And some of it's like so. That's the other thing about speedruns. Some of the stuff that they do that saves like minutes is like something that's so simple. Like it's just like if you just thought out of the box for like 2 seconds. Damn. Oh well. I heard that's something like you really gotta practice. Wow, that was actually awful. Come on now, open up. Like, Kraid is not a hard boss. Like, even if you don't, like, hit him with the quote-unquote quick kill, he's not difficult. He's not gonna take any time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we're gonna try the next mock ball and get Ice Beam early. It's always funny, like, the first time you play the game and you look at, like, that guy and you're just like, damn, what the hell happened to him? Like, is there any lore or backstory that revolves around that guy at all? Like, does anybody know who that guy is? Like, who was Kraid's, like, first victim? That'd be an interesting story. Like, was that just like a random person who landed on the planet and then just got his head ripped off or something? Or did he lose to the eyeball door? Did he not even make it to Kraid and the eyeball door just took his head off? These are questions that the lore must answer. I'm actually surprised that I remembered that. That you could just let them all jump on you and then just shoot up and get rid of them. Because I think the game intends for you to, what's the word? I think the game intends for you to morph into a ball and start trying to bomb them off. Man, I didn't get the jump this time. Yo, what if I didn't have any super missiles on the way back? That would actually make me feel about myself. Let's see. Can we do it? Probably not, but we're gonna find out. Oh, baby! One shot. Oh, crispy. We in there, boys. We in there, girls. That was kind of sick, actually. I know I'm getting hype over like the simplest damn thing, but if you saw how rough we had it on our way here, you would understand. This was a journey. Think we earned this one, boys. Think we earned it. Let's see. Correct me if I'm wrong. Couldn't we have gotten a power bomb and Red Brinstar already, or was it not worth it to go get it in, early because we got to come back up that way to fight Phantoon anyway? And I was about to say, let me out. Whatever. Close enough. That was probably bad, but we made it work out. We made it do what it do. Oh, whatever. I'll let you get me that time, dude. Yeah, ice beam early. About to go down here and get these high jumpers. Hold up. Hold up. There we go. I don't know why I do this. Fuck, yeah, I don't want to wait for him. Open the door from here. We'll just get the energy tank, and on the way out, everything will be great. It'll be super Gucci. They were already back here in like 22 minutes as opposed to like, I want to say the 40 minutes it took me to get here the first time. Like, we technically have cut our time of getting, you know, Ice Beam and all that stuff in half. And it should be even easier to get the speed booster now because we have the Ice Beam, we can freeze the guy. This is not where I want to go because I need speed booster to go that way. We're gonna save at the save point right before Crocomire. Okay, I think that's a fair assessment of things that we need to keep cognizant memory of. 25 years old, damn. And they're still coming up with tech with it. So. Sad part is, I don't think there's outside of Metroid Prime 1. I think I've watched one speed run of every Metroid game except for Other M because I care that little about Other M. I don't even want to see it done quickly. I would rather see that game just undone, not done at all. But that's neither here nor there. The only runs where I'm like, yo, that's got some sick stuff in it is Super, Prime 1, Prime 2. It's an interesting watch, but there's a lot of things in that game that make that game kind of like to watch. But that's not, you know, anything about the speed run, because if you're watching like non-jump outside the wall stuff, because Metroid Prime 2, most of that run is just we're out of bounds. We're actually not playing the game. We're in Spooky Town the entire game. And don't get me wrong, it's interesting, but you do not see a lot of the things about the game. But it's kind of interesting because the speed run hides a lot. Let's see. Metroid Fusion just did a lot of things mechanically that just was like, no, you speedrunners, take that. We're taking this away from you, and it just felt odd. Zero Mission's kind of cool. I should just take high jump boots off in this room because, boy, this tap jump nonsense. All right, I'm getting kaput and Zorskied in this room right now, dude. Technically, I don't have to go down here to get these power bombs. If I ever just needed an extra... I really do appreciate the follow, my man. I really do. Shout-outs to you, Jack. Fair play to you, mate. Oh, let me... I have I must have like a magnet, like, just in my feet for these things. Because, boy, I just plummet right into them. The other speedrun, AM2R is a pretty dope speedrun, but I don't know if we count that because it's not official. But I have seen people speedrun the official Metroid 2 remake on the 3DS. That game puts me to sleep, all right? Like, when I played it, like, yo, AM2R, like, even if that game didn't exist, boy, I cannot in any way, shape, or form recommend Samus Returns. And it's not because that game is, like I said, it's not because that game is like terrible on a fundamental level. It's just, come on now. I'm sure anybody who's played that game, you know what I'm talking about. I'm fighting the same 5 enemies for the whole, 3-hour, 4-hour experience. And then you give me a couple of like different robot enemies later on. I'm talking about generic enemies. It's like the Swarm, their underwater counterparts, the little Swarm enemy where there's a bunch of them, the Rhinoceros, the Frog, and the Bat thing. That and, you know, fighting the Metroids is cool and all, but eventually even that gets mad tedious in it. Especially the ones that attack you like xenomorphs. I don't remember their classification. I don't think it's Gamma. I think they're the Zeta Metroids, I think. Oh, I know. I know that's what the game is about. And I definitely respect and admire that. I'm just saying that game is just it's just a boring like watch. And when I played it, I was not a big fan. And even though AM2R is basically just a fan game that's remaking that game, I should say making the original Metroid 2. Basically, they're remaking the same game. I found a lot of fun in that game. Then again, there's one thing in that game on the 3DS. Oh, the parry mechanic. The parry mechanic was okay, but like that missile stopped me from being able to get momentum, so I'm just gonna fall. Fine, whatever. But the parry mechanic in that game, like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've played a lot of fighting games, so like the parry mechanic just felt clunky. Because like there was just some enemies where it was just like, all right, dude, like they only did the parry attack. Like you could literally just sit there in front of it, just wait. It would flash white and be like, all right, parry attack, yay. The Metroids ones were easy. Except for whichever Metroid was like the Xenomorph. That one at least, like, sometimes in its pattern, it snuck up on me its little parry timer. I will admit, on that one, it snuck up on me a couple of times, but even then, the ones where it's like, oh man, you hit me sometimes. Not even like, you know, it's like an arbitrary amount. Like, oh, you hit me twice? Now I'm gonna go burrow and crawl to another room and now you gotta go find me again. Like, it's just stuff like that where it was like, I get it. But it was mad annoying in some cases. Like I said, I'm not saying the game was bad. Yeah, it was like Monster Hunter. Like, it wasn't, like I said, don't get me wrong, it's not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying it's a game with a lot of boring moments. But I also think that is by proxy of it's by the product of the game that they were remaking. Like if they had the exact same physics and, you know, gameplay changes and mechanics, but they got to remake Super Metroid or Fusion or even made a 2D Prime game if they wanted to go that route, I probably would have liked it a lot better. And this is coming from someone who's not a big Fusion fan, I'm gonna tell you that. Oh, I forgot. Ooh. I actually don't know how many energy tanks you're supposed to have at this point. I don't know. I get lazy sometimes. Like I just don't want to switch off of missiles. Because then I gotta remember to hit select again. And like, yeah, I don't. Oh, you gotta wait for these to bounce before you can shoot them? That is actually kind of trash. Also, can someone explain to me how sometimes you shoot him with a missile and he gets stuck? Like, if you, like, seem to stutter step, he gets stuck. And, like, I don't understand why he gets stuck. Like, I'm sure there's a technical explanation for that, but I did see a task of this a while ago, and like, my man, like, he just stood there and just ate 20,000 missiles, and I'm just like, can someone explain to me what that is? Oh, see, Jack, see, here's the thing. You missed. You missed. Earlier, during my learning process, where I hardly remembered anything about the game, Fantoon beat me and killed me, so we started over. So we're doing, this is everything twice. Yo, can you just die? Appreciate it. Appreciate you that, Chief. Oh. Yeah, we're on twice right now. Doppler trick. All right, so the second time around, things have gone a lot better. Yeah, it took me an hour and 6 minutes to get here the first time to die. Now to get back here, it took me 42 minutes. If the timer is right over there on Twitch. Like I said, I'm not speedrunning. I'm just saying, like, I couldn't mock ball the first time. Somehow I could do short charge, but yeah. For those of you watching on YouTube, yeah, we cut a lot out. We're back. We got here a lot faster than we did last time, but yeah, we're here. We will now be utilizing save stations and not being a complete barnacle head. But yeah, a couple of my Overwatch homies are hitting me up, so we're probably gonna swap games over to Overwatch. So if you wanna partake in watching us take over and babysit some scrubs, feel free to sit back and relax. If you want more of that Metroid stuff, we'll probably be back at it again tomorrow. If not, definitely on the weekend. Yeah, probably gonna be calling him up pretty shortly, dude. Man, thank you for coming and hanging out and chilling with me, guys. Teaching me some things about the Super Metroid that I may have forgotten about in my past life. Something like if you walk forward while shooting, they hit close enough where you unlock. Oh, interesting. Well, go ahead and save, and we're going to conclude this section here. Next, we won't be abusing our microphone stand like that. We'll definitely be going to greener pastures, and I'll see you guys then. All right, that's for YouTube. Now I can go ahead and call up Rob. Some of you guys who know Rob, you know this is going to be a trick. I think LNR diagonals made you aim up. Yeah, if you hold... Whoa. If you hold both, you aim straight up. That I do know.
All right. Are you going to eat first, or do you want to get some Overwatch now?
Whichever. But yeah, if you hold both down, you aim straight up. This I actually knew about. Because one aims down, one aims up, both straight up. So you don't have to aim up on your D-pad. Yeah, I'm sure there's stuff that, like, we all can learn about this game, because even the speedrunners come up with, like you said, new stuff every damn year. What's going on there, chat? You know who it is. Ninjabreadgod back with some more Super Metroid. Like I said, we have not played this game in forever. You know, this is one of my childhood favorites, as I said. And even though we got our ass kicked by Fantoon, we redeemed ourselves. We fought him in the losers bracket, reset the bracket, kicked his ass out of grand finals, and now we're moving on to greener yet spookier pastures. Because now we gotta clear out the wreck ship, gather our gravity suits, and some other prize stuff before we go into the murky depths of that one place that no one wants to go to. And I think this room is flooded with pipes. This room is flooded with pipes, see? As I said, I remember odd specifics about this game and, its layout. But you know what I don't remember? Like, the important things. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go in there and fight Fantoon. It'll be great. And then, like, boy, did that yield results in which we should have expected and anticipated, but for some reason we decided that we were smarter than the game. We were better than the game, and I'm pretty sure I get jumped in here. I'm pretty sure this is one of those rooms where, oh yeah, these are some bangy boys. Oh, that was a terrible shot. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna use a beam on you. There's no reason to bust a super out on you. You, however, gotta go. I think there's another one in here. Well, I know there's another one of you in here. Alright, so this is something I learned a long time ago. If you are in a room like this, open all the doors. All of them. And you may be saying to yourself, well, why does opening all of them? What does that really do for you? Does that really matter? No, it matters. It matters a whole lot. Whole lot there, dude. Because each time you come in there, any door that you didn't open will be locked the next time. So if you don't clear out and then open up all the doors, you have to fight that room 3 individual times, once for each door. And yeah. Well, that was jank. I don't think I've ever seen that interaction before. That was very bizarre. Now, if I remember right, as soon as I see the cliff, I need to... I think here is good, right? No, that was what? No! Yep, did not think that one through, chaps. I want to say there's an item up there. I do, but oh well, that's not how you get it done. Oop. Bruh, I almost had it. I haven't had to do one of these type of jumps in forever. Well. There it is. Like I said, I remember how to do some stuff in this game. Not everything, clearly. I wonder if there's like a missile up here somewhere? Right? No? I know it's up there somewhere, but what I'm not about to do is sit here and worry about that now. Alright. I don't want to go— oh no! I feel like a failure. I feel like a failure right now. That's what I feel like, to be honest. And I'm pretty sure that's a crumble block, so I'm pretty sure I can't get back up through there, which means, ladies and gentlemen, we now take the walk of the big shame. Ugh. I guess I can't actually grab anything from there. That's... You know, if I actually were to die down here, I honestly might want to die. I think it would be faster to die, reappear at the save station, and try that again without the failure. Because I'm pretty sure if I get hit by another one of those fish, it's pretty ripperoni for me. Like, this isn't hard, it's just when you rush, you clearly put yourself in a position that's not primed for success. So, with that being said, just go ahead and take me out, Chief. Of course, those pesky reserve tanks always rearing their ugly head, getting on my nerves. I'll take that as an intentional death. I knew there was a place where you could fall through right there, and I didn't want to fall through. But, yeah, the game clearly had other plans for me. So we could do this a second time over. That's always nice. Like, once you get to the late game, you have like 30 energy tanks, even though I'm pretty sure the max that you can have in this game is 14. plus 4 reserves, you hardly ever run into the situation where you feel like you're actually ever in danger of dying. But when you're under 5 energy tanks and you're not a speedrunner like myself, you can find yourself in some pretty cumbersome positions, and I don't know how I did not jump in that door. It's probably because I looked over and tried to read the chat for a second there. Womp 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 womp. Alright, in theory, we don't need to use one on you, but... Wow, when you miss 2 of them, you just be like, ugly shot. I'm sorry, what? What else is in this room? There another key hunter? There we go. We've now hit all 3 doors. Now here comes the fun part. Oh, it's up there. Okay, that would make sense why I didn't see it. Anyways, I'm not here to worry about that right now. Yeah, this is the way we wanted to go. The super missile was a bill. Yeah, this is just 1. So that would actually take forever. I'm not going to deal with it. Now in this room, well, this room is actually not the room I thought this was. In the next room, there's a unique enemy that I'm pretty sure doesn't appear anywhere else in the game. There's just this orange little guy just up there. And he just literally follows you. And he goes as far as you go and he just sits on top of your head. Like he's tied to whatever axis you're on. And it's weird because you see how you have the Various suit? He's Various suit paletted. And I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but this is the only place in the game where this enemy exists. I don't know if it was something lost in the code, something that's just in the shuffle, something about it being in that room as opposed to any other room in the game. I don't know, because it doesn't spawn when you stand on top of that area. Alright, you know what? Whatever. Just get me out. I remember as a kid, I used to think this was so sick, but you see where it's flashing? I thought that was like their ears, and like the little dark part of their beak was their eyes, which I thought made more sense, but apparently that's their eye, and it's just a beak that's in front, which makes them look a little weirder. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping balls, but if you guys look at where the beak is, it looks like, you know, the beak is an upper jaw and lower jaw. But right there, instead of like that being like a snout, because like there's a snout pixel right there, but then there's a dark spot right up there, and I thought that was like their eyes, you know, whatever. But if you've seen them in the manga, so to speak, you would know that I had it severely mistaken, and I think we can go this way. Yeah. I think we do all of this for a missile, but I think in one of these rooms there's speed booster box. Oh. Hold on a minute. This might be the place I was talking about. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, Chief. I feel a little defeated right there. Alright, so... Oh, this is a reserve tank? Honestly, had I known that, I wouldn't have even bothered with this. As much as I would like to see what's even farther down, and I actually didn't mean to press power bomb, but as much as I would like to see what's farther on up there, I just want to get this gravity suit and get out of this area. Because I don't know, I've never been a big fan of what's coming up next, nor have I ever been a big fan of the wrecked ship. But one goes without saying, the other one is just because I don't remember it very well. I know it has one of my favorite bosses in the game, I know that much. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, gravity suit makes you immune to lava and gives you free movement speed in all the liquids in the game except for acid, I believe. I still think acid gimps your movement by a considerable amount. Man, it feels nice just to play a game that you like genuinely just enjoy playing. Because they definitely don't make them like this anymore. Like you can have your remake of Samus Returns. I definitely do not need it whatsoever, fam. All right, let's pop me on out. Bam, let's go. Well, I mean, isn't there like an item up here somewhere? Oh, it was right there. It was right here. No? Okay, I guess I was wrong. Oh. Okay, never mind. I was right. I was like, I could have swore there was a place with an item in here somewhere. Oh boy, this looks super peachy, dude. Can't he grab me through this? I actually don't know what would be a faster way through this. Like, I could just power bomb, but I don't think that's necessary, to be honest. Can he grab me through here? Nope. Nope, but he can annoy. All right, we're just gonna drop the POW. We're just gonna drop the big bad POWs. All right. I'm pretty sure we get a power bomb expansion at the end of this room anyway, or an energy tank. So whatever it is, it's worth to just get through. And there's my E-tank. We take those. E-tanks give you full health, so I mean, who's really gonna dispute that? Now, if I remember right, there's a choose your missile expansion room coming up. Like, there's like a missile expansion on the left, there's a missile expansion on the right, and if you don't react fast enough, you miss both. I think that's what room is coming up. Like I said, I don't remember everything about this game, but I'm pretty sure the layout is one thing I have almost down pat. These are fake, which is really weird because that's not really the most intuitive thing. Like, what if someone got all the way over there and said, "Yeah, I'm not trust anything about it." So, whew. Barely made it. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. You have to fall down the center and activate both at the same time to get both. Oh well, we got one. Good enough for me as far as I'm concerned. Okay, wait, can I just... Yeah, okay. I forgot, once I got Spazer, you can just shoot these guys and it's not an issue whatsoever. I mean, I know this game pretty well, but like, it's not like, you know, everything's relative. Like, if a speedrunner were to watch me talk about this game, they'd be like, man, you don't know anything about this game. And I'm sure you could say that with a lot of people who run a lot of these old school games, because they got this game down to like a science. Like, they know how many frames you gotta hold a button before Samus can then do, you know, Shine Spark, and they know how to manipulate those frames and do whatever you gotta do to get the frames to do whatever you want them to do, and blah, 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 so on and so forth. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I remember this, because I'm pretty sure this is the thing. Also, if I remember right, there's like a weird... Yeah, come on guys, who wants some? Oh, you're dead. 'Tis a shame. And I don't even think you can do that until you get Spazer, and... Hold on a minute. I gotta do some investigating here. Oop. Haha! Ingenuity! Intelligence! Memory! Because I know for a fact, there is a pit down there and you fall down and you gotta go all the way around. Hey, come on, man. Who doesn't want a super missile? I don't know. I would always be suspicious of a room like this to have something else in it, because it just... You cannot tell me that this room doesn't look like it has something in it, you know? I don't think it does, but I'm going to investigate anyway, because I sure don't know. But I know I'm about to find out. Really? Nothing? Man, this would have been an excellent place to throw another item. Alright, wave beam. So that one's solid. And I failed. Point is, we got the energy tank and the super missile, alright? So, as far as I'm concerned, we technically won. We won already. Had we not gotten it, then alright, we would have... Although, I do hate this area. Like, as you can see, like, no one likes this area. But I do remember the first time I did fall down here as a kid, like, I thought I was perma-stuck. Like, somehow I went through, like, my first playthrough of this game without understanding that you can wall jump. Somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how. Ooh. I don't know, is there something over here? Really? I don't know, man. Some of this stuff looks mad suspect. Also, I always underestimate how high jump boots are an actual upgrade. Like, you don't think it's gonna skyrocket you to the moon, and then you... I wonder if anyone's ever got all the way back up here and then only to get cucked by not having power bombs. I'm sure it had to happen to some unlucky fellow. Oh no! Alright. Come on, buddy. After me. See? You made it. Literally learned nothing. If any of you didn't understand what just happened right there, I proved to the world that I am running on potato power. It's all you need to know, friends. You know, I always wanted to know, how does one get to that door down there? Is it like the whole thing with Ridley, with like the secret like wall or something? Like, do you roll through one of these? Oh. Okay, so that is exactly what you do. But does that get me to that door down there? Well... Actually, hold on a minute. I have now come to the realization that I have made my beam weaker. The hell is this? Okay, that looks suspicious right here. Wait, so Power Bomb doesn't reveal that, but somehow it gets revealed by regular bomb. Okay, that is peculiar. See, I'm sure there's people who play this game a lot more than I ever have who knew that. I had no such knowledge, and what's all that up there? Oh. Well, what's this? Okay, how is that not a thing? Like you see, it looks like a pit. Okay, so that's how you get to that door. All right, I'm learning things. Now, if I remember right, there's a power bomb thingy right here for this pipe. I go in here, and I think I need speed booster to do whatever's down here, I believe. I think I need speed booster and gravity suit for what's down here, I think. Alright, look, Caterpillar guy, I understand that you want to impede my progress in this game, but not today. Oh, it was an E-tank? Really? Man. Definitely forgot about that item. Alright, is there something behind this wall? Like, is this like another haha? Okay, no. Apparently we got all the gems that we need out of here. It's wild how there's so many things like your first playthrough of this game you would just miss. Not because you were a bad player, but just because the game had... Alright, now seeing that there, I gotta wonder, has anyone ever gotten down there, gotten that energy tank, and ran out of power bombs and had to keep opening the door and killing the caterpillar in hopes it dropped the power bomb? Because that sounds like purgatory. That sounds like a hell I do not want. I don't know where this goes. Oh. This is what this is? Alright, look, that was unnecessary, fam. I'll admit I wasn't expecting this to be the area that we got taken to right now. Then again, I guess I could have checked the map. But I mean, since we're down here, we might as well just grab a couple of insurance items. Nothing that we necessarily need. I hate how I have to remember to switch off of power bombs. But there is an energy tank down here that you could get before you got high jump. But I don't really think there's a reason for you to get it before you get high jump. I mean, you could just infinite bomb jump, or yeah, before you get high jump. But it's like right here. You just jump into it. But all you would have had to do before is that, and then start bomb jumping your way up there before it closes, and that's literally all you would have had to do. Or get right here and then stand up and yeah, when you shot it, it would just allow you to get in there. Now this one... Let's try that again. Now, this one... Alright, we're gonna make this foolproof, guys. I couldn't do this on purpose if I tried. There we go. I don't think I've ever donked myself anywhere 3 times in a row. Alright, where the hell is this platform? I don't know, that's one of the weird things about this game too. There's just a random invisible platform in that area, which is like, really bizarre? Like, there's nowhere else in the game where that happens. I actually remember this room. This room was, pretty interesting because, like, you just have, like, these random rocks, you got this random spike floor, and then, like, just an invisible, like, ceiling. Like, it was one of those things where it's like, did they really want to put this in the game, or did this happen by accident? Nobody really knows. Actually, do you get perma-stuck up here if you get up there with no power bombs? Does any... man, that's a good fucking question. Does anyone know? Or can just regular bombs clear that path? I actually don't know. That would be wild if this game actually had a real perma-stuck. I mean, I doubt it, because, like, somebody would have... It would have happened to somebody. It would have had to have happened to somebody. I think it would be hilarious, though. Wait, we already... wait, we didn't open the door! I'm an idiot. Alright. Now we gotta go to the pipe. Bust that thing down. Then we get to go swimming, and let me tell you how much of a joyous area that is. I mean, the music's dope. Well, one of the music is dope. The other track they have is kind of trash, but we'll talk to that when they start playing in the background. Although it does feature probably one of my favorite boss fights in the series, so there's some give and take in that in Meridia. I know X-ray scope is to the left, but like I definitely don't want that. Even though I think there's like an X-ray trick that you can do that will kill Dragon faster, if I remember right. But like there's like 3 Dragon quick kills in this game. There's like you short charge the speed booster and you like dash into its you know, pregnant body. There's the grapple beam trick. There's the shoot a plasma beam, or not plasma beam, but whatever beam that you would have. I don't think these are all the beams that I'm gonna get in the game, except for plasma. I think plasma's the last thing I get. Hey, I remember that. See, I didn't forget everything about... I forgot everything about this. We're not talking about how I just fell right there. We're not talking about how I just gave it away, alright? We literally just gave it away. We speed booster in this room for a missile? If it's a missile, I'm not doing it. If it's a super missile, alright, I'll do it. But I'm pretty sure the super yeah, that's for a missile. I don't care about that. Yeah, the super missile, I remember how to get that. I gotta get that in the room to the right, and you fall down the first gap, I believe, and you just hold left. Yeah, it should be like right there. There we go. Super missiles, get. I just hope this is not like one of those trolls where it's like, oh wow, you touched the super missiles, now the floor beneath you is going to break, and now you gotta go around again. Because I'm definitely what you would call not in the mood for that. But yeah, this track right here that you hear, the I hate this Meridia song. This is probably one of the very few instances of a 2D Metroid song that I actually can just tell you just flat out, turn it off. I don't like it. It's not for me, Chief. The other one's pretty sick, though. So apparently if you do a 360, you have no momentum, and you can't shift your momentum. Which was pretty depressing. Okay, that's... Alright, can you even do this? That's not what I wanted. Can I short charge this? That's a hella short charge. Alright. We're actually gonna have to do this legit. So am I gonna have to go back left? And actually like try to hit those grapple blocks? Okay, I have no idea where the hell these grapple blocks are right now. Hoi! I don't know. I hate grappling off these things. I always feel like my momentum just gets cucked out from underneath me, dude. Like that. Like, you just... I was holding right that entire time. Like, I don't... And that time I had too much momentum. Come on now. This is not hard. Now we're just gonna jump to the left. Grab this. Get... Okay. Alright, we cut out a lot by just getting the proper back and forth momentum. Thank you. Yo, if my momentum would have got stopped right there and I'd have just fell, like I'd have just been like, you know what, just put a fork in me, guys. Just tell my family I love them. Because clearly I don't need to play video games anymore. And what is this? Is this the map room? Oh no, this is actually exactly where I wanted to go. Excuse me. Alright, I'm pretty sure what I want to do is... Oh, never mind. Okay, we don't do that. I played myself. Aha! Okay, there is a place in here where I want a speed booster and shine spark. Got it. Okay, I pressed down right there, game. You. There we go. Isn't there a super missile over here as well? Watch, there's gonna be some whack crumble block. I'm not falling for that. I can actually see they actually marked it off. That's pretty intuitive. Yeah, these are crumble. Yeah. I remember getting hit by those like as a kid, just falling through and just being like, man, this sucks. Do I wanna? I don't think I wanna go this way right now. Do I wanna go that way right now? I don't think I wanna go that way. I think I wanna go up and to the left. Yeah. Let me see what this is all about over here. What's going on, Alice? How you doing, Mimikyu? Wow. These are speed booster, right? Yerp. Okay. It's always amazing to me how much memory I have of some of the, like, the older games that I played as a kid. And just how much, like, you know, detail I remember some of the stuff. It just... Oh. It's Batwoon. The underwater dildo. Alright, first of all, you had to come at me like that, alright? Like, that was... Bro, I had it scouted which hole you were coming out of and everything. Wait, what? Oh, I mean, alright, I guess that's a boss fight. I guess. I didn't know Supers duggied him so hard. Am I going for... First of all, I'm not even going for PB. Like, I'm not even going for a run. Like, let's not... Oh, no! No! God damn! That was ass. Like I said, I don't remember this game well enough to ever get, like, world record, nor do I, first off, nor do I know all the tech, nor do I, like, care about learning the tech. And what's funny is, they give you grapple beam, but they don't really, you know, tell you that you could just wall jump like that, and there's a lot of places with the vertical, what do you call it? The vertical shafts of grapple blocks where it's like, I mean, yeah, that's cool and all, but do I really need? Because I don't think I really need. Alright, let's not be an imbecile this time when we leave this room. Okay. Hoi! Alright, so normally what the game wants you to do is it wants you to, like, I think it wants you to, like, lay, like, bombs over here on the right side and then work your way across, like, all of this, like, nonsense here. But you could just go the opposite way backwards and get the E-Tank, because, you know, the game allows you to do such excellence. Oh, we're full. Wait, no, we're not. Well, now we're definitely not, but... Gimme, 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 gimme. Actually, I don't know. Don't we have 20 supers in the pocket now? Yeah, you definitely have options in this game. Is that all supers I got? Oh, wait, nope. I see you being stingy with the supers. Also, these refill bugs they're real Jesus, how many supers do I have? 25? Alright, it's looking like we had 25. Cool. Excuse me. Don't touch me. I don't know, mock droids to me are hilarious. Now, from what I was told, apparently you can, like, there's a speedrun strat where basically it requires you to go through that other room with speed booster, shine spark, and then, you know, we'll try it. We'll try. I know I'm not fast enough to do it, but we could try it. I know I'm not fast enough to do this. But basically, you would come in here. You would climb, and then you would jump and go through the door with the spark activated. Which, don't get me wrong, that sounds swagalicious and everything, but I'm a mere mortal, sir, and or ma'am. I don't have swag strats for you. Wish I did though, but I don't. Yeah, mock droids are like the weirdest thing to me. Like, it's just... I guess there was some sort of experiment going on from either the Space Pirates or... I don't know, I guess it would have to be the Space Pirates. And it was like, let's try to make man-made Metroids. I mean, we saw how that worked out in Metroid Prime for everybody, but I mean, Jesus. Alright, can we jump from like here and then like, yeah. What I just did right there, that's probably about the swaggiest thing you're about to see in this playthrough. Wait, these are fake. Yeah. But there's like a thing over here. Yeah. See, the old noodle still works. Now, if you're gonna ask me where is Spring Ball, on that one, I have to tell you I have actually no idea. I genuinely have no idea where Spring Ball is located. So, the grapple strat is you shoot... Okay, you shoot these with missiles, I guess. And it stops, you know, these cannons from shooting at you. Oh. Oh, not far enough. Oh. Like I said, I'm not good enough at short charges to do this strat here. Oh my god, I actually did one, but I didn't prime it. Lol, saying the word prime in a Metroid game. I've never actually done this. Come on, come at me! Oh, that's disgusting that the spit stops you. I'm gonna try to get one more charge, and then after that we're just gonna fight him for old time's sake. All right. People convinced me to try to do flashy stuff that I remember that you could do to him, but that was weird. It's like the game had some slowdown right there. No! Unhand me! Do not put your tail on my ass cheeks, please. Thank you. Alright. Let's just fight the bad boy legit. Where are you coming from? Alright, right side. Come on now. Come on now. What you want? You wanted these problems? I did not mean to hit select again. I could have killed him right there. He's like, she is so low right now, dude. I'm just waiting on you to come through. Oh, we waiting on you. Mash! Unhand me! I didn't consent to this. There you go. Oh man, we put a dent in her. Like I said, the boss fight isn't hard, but it's always fun to have a boss fight where you just mash. Oh well. We try. We're gonna pick up our collectibles and pick up probably the most dope item in all of Metroid, guys. Space jump! A lot of people apparently hate the space jump in this game because they don't know how to use it. And honestly, I thought it was easy. Like, as far as I was concerned, like, all you had to do was, like, wait for your, like, right when you start to go down, that is your window to press the jump button. Like, you see how, like, right when you start to, like, go down, that is your window. Like, I didn't think it was that difficult of a concept to grasp. But apparently a lot of people do not like the timing behind space jump boots. Which, you know, to each their own as far as I'm concerned, I guess. Wee, 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 wee. I see, it's not hard. I don't know where this notion of space jump being difficult arose from. I will stop making quacking noises during all space jump attempts now, though. Just letting you know. That was a one-time only thing. Do not get used to it. Do not request it. If you followed for wank wank, then you've come to the wrong playthrough. I'm sure there's someone else who can give you all of your quacking needs. Let's see. So we did Dragon and all of Meridia a lot faster than... Is this a thing? Okay, no, that's not a thing. A lot faster than I thought we were going to? Like, I know this game isn't long, but... Well, I know, you know, if it's your first playthrough, you might think this game is relatively long. Okay, how does one get out of the quicksand? Do you just... Can you not just straight jump out? You gotta use forward jump or back jump or something like that? Because sometimes I feel like I'm jumping and like Samus is just not hauling ass out of the quicksand. I'm just telling you that right now. But yeah, this is one of those games where definitely me and my dad spent a lot of time with the good old father-son parental bonds. This, Tetris Attack, Kirby Superstar, Final Fight 3. What else did we play on the Super Nintendo a lot? Super Mario All-Stars plus World. Because most of the games had a 2-player mode, and my dad is terrible at platformers, so like legit, I would legit just play Mario, beat the game, while that man's still stuck on like World 1. Super Mario RPG is something I never played as a kid. I played it as like a teenager, but like that was like on an emulator at school. So it really wasn't the environment for me to get the best, I guess, appreciation for the game. So I don't think it's a bad game. I just don't think I had the environment to really appreciate it for what it was. Because, I mean, it was definitely a special case. I mean, let's face it. This was a game that like was like, yo, you like Final Fantasy? You like RPGs in general, or JRPGs in general? Well, yeah, now Mario and the gang get involved, and like, I guess you could say from a, you know, it was interesting from a standpoint of Bowser's not your enemy. You had to fight this sword man named Exor Axum in the Axum ranges. You had like this cool character named Gino. You had Mallow. And like, you know, there was like tech in the game. Like, I don't know if it was an infinite amount of times, but like once you got like, I want to say it was like the super jump for Mario, it's like a frame, like after like the first like 5 or 6 jumps, it becomes like frame perfect, but you could like chain an almost infinite amount of jumps to kill like enemies and stuff, which I thought was kind of sick. I don't know if it's frame perfect. I don't know if it goes all the way up to 100. I know, but you could do it. You could do it for quite some time. Famicom games I entered as, emulated as a teenager. Boy, let me tell you something. 8th grade all the way to 11th grade, anytime we were in a computer lab, because like computer stuff came real easy to me. I mean, I guess you could say that's somewhat obvious because, I mean, let's face it, if I'm emulating games in class, there's not too much, you know, we're learning in terms of lower level computer science in which is going to challenge me, you know? So I guess games that I got to play back then that was my first experience with Streets of Rage on the Super Nintendo. I never actually got to play Streets of Rage. I had played the Final Fight series, but I never got a chance to actually play Streets of Rage 1, 2, or 3. So I played Streets of Rage 2 and 3. I still to this day have not played Streets of Rage 1, but I've seen Rock play it so many times, I don't want to play it. Rock is one of the homies who also streams a lot, and Mimic You will tell you. He streamed that game like 5,000,000,237,000 times. Too many to count. And like, we're at a point now where it's like, boy, if you ain't watched it now, then as far as I'm concerned, you probably don't ever need to actually go try to watch it. But, you know, that's me. You don't have to take my word for it. Why do I remember there's like a place over here with like super missiles and missiles like right next to each other? Maybe I'm bugging, but I'm pretty sure. Let's see. What else did I emulate as a kid? I never owned Symphony of the Night. So I got to emulate that, and I kind of learned that Castlevania is not really my thing. I'll stick with the Metroid half of Metroidvania, and what the fuck is this? Oh, nah. Nah, we just gone... Nope. I don't want to be here, Chief. We're just gonna go straight to Lower Norfair, because I know where that is, and I no. But I legit could have swore there was a spot over here, like on the left-hand side or something. Or is it in the other room? I don't know. Oh wait, no, this is gonna take me back to Purple Meridian, right? Yeah. Definitely don't want to be in there. But yeah, I owned what I didn't know was I owned so many of the Super Nintendo classics that are like, you know, actual gems. Like I owned Super Mario Kart, Mario All-Stars Plus World, I owned Yoshi's Island, Donkey Kong Countries 1, 2, and 3. What? There was a thing there? Yo, I got Bodied. That is a... We need the salt emojis up right now. Boy! Boy, did the game just... I feel robbed. I feel like I was smart and the game just outsmarted me just now. Like... No. Why is he even down? There's probably one on... Yep. So there's probably one on that side, too. I'm not saying I'm triggered, because I don't get triggered. But that right there just felt like the game laughed in my face. Like a big hearty ha 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 ha. Like I felt like it mandarked me, bro. Ha 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 ha. Just right in my face with no regard for my feelings, state of mind, or emotion. Let's see what else. I think I said A Link to the Past already, but I own that. Obviously, I own Super Metroid, Mega Man X. I'm pretty sure I said this already, but Super Mario Kart. What else did I own? Pretty much I owned all of them except for Earthbound, Castlevania, RPG, and I'm trying to think. What other games did I not own that were like high profile? Yeah, that's about it. Because I own the Top Gear trilogy. Yeah, Judgment knows what's up. The big salt emojis. Silver Angel knows what's up too. But yeah, other than that, I own the Top Gear series, and Top Gear is awesome. But Top Gear is so weird, dude. Because like the first game is like what you would just call a regular arcadey racer that, you know, is fun to play. And okay, I was about to say, I don't remember this room. I remember there being a back way out, but I definitely do not remember this room. I'm assuming most people, when they play through this game, don't ever come this way. don't know, Earthbound and games like it, like, they don't do enough for me. Which is probably a big reason why, like, Undertale does not move the meter or the bar for me at all. Not saying Undertale's a bad game, because, you know, boy, if you say something like that, the Undertale mob, man, they'll come and flag your channel. It's over for you. Writing was on the wall. You're doomed. You're destroyed. You're going to the Shadow Realm there, Jimbo. But as far as I'm concerned, I just thought it was okay. Doesn't really do much for me, but I can see how people think it's dope. Super Metroid ROM hack. Okay, so if your first exposure to Super Metroid was redesign, I'm sorry. This is coming from someone who played redesign and hated it. And I'm not talking about the revisions that are out now. I'm talking about like OG, garbage, you're not sequence breaking a thing, sucky, garbage, I hate you redesign. That's the redesign I played. It was a hot trash Ola. Like, all right, first of all, I can tell you what will make me hate ROM hacks for Super Metroid. When you mess around with the physics, you've already got me mentally tapped out. I'm like, yeah, all right. I understand you wanted to like do your thing here, but like this ain't for me. Because every time someone changes the physics in a Metroid game, it's legit cheeks. It is 100% Basura ass cheeks. That's why AM2R, like, since its physics were relatively close to just what Super Metroid was, it felt like I was home. Granted, you know, there was a couple of tweaks to make sure it was still AM2R-y as opposed to just another Super Metroid clone, but it was definitely the super dope. Yeah, did I grab this? No, I had to grab this because I have the tile. Wait. I didn't grab this. Damn it. Then again, I don't think I could grab this because if I didn't have Gravity Suit, then I couldn't come in here and bomb. Well, here's the thing. I think Drusiv just had something in his mind where he had a vision on what he wanted the player to do. And he wanted the physics to limit you to only being able to play the game as intended. Because, like I said, I only played the original. But from what I've heard, apparently, he would, if someone found like a speed run tactic or something that sequence broke, he would actually re-release it and patch it. Like, no, don't do that. That's bad. And redesign is a hot mess. Like, don't get me wrong. From a design aspect, in terms of a game that does what it's supposed to do, it's phenomenal. It has a goal. It has a particular mindset on how it wants things done, and that's fine. But I came here to play Super Metroid, and you've turned it into Super Metroid, and I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a fan of Super Metroid. There you go. That's what his game is. Super Metroid. Oof. Super Metroid. There you go. I think that's a very apt name. Or Super Ooftroid, now that you've brought Oof into this, Alice. Super Ooftroid is pretty dope as well. Or Super Metroof. We have options. We have options. Or Oofer Metroid. There's many ways you can put Oof into that title for redesign. But yeah, outside of that awful experience known as original OG redesign, I heard there's like a couple of new additions now, which makes it more intuitive in a sense, but you know, you still can't sell me on it. But the only ROM hacks I've played of Super Metroid, I forgot I could just run through that, but I got so scared of the time I ran and fell right through there again If you were here earlier, you know exactly what I'm talking. I fell down that hole twice because I am an idiot and a bot. But yeah, other than that, I've only played 3. I played Super Zero Mission, which was basically Super Metroid, but obviously it was trying to recreate the story of Zero Mission, which I thought was super D-O-P-E, super dope. I played this other thing called Dark Home Hospital, and it kind of had this like Resident Evil-like feel to it because it was like, ooh, spooky. And you know, it was pretty interesting. But that one, I want to say, came out in like 2016, so that was like a couple years ago. And there was one that I booted up, got like an hour and a half in, and said, I just hate this. Golden Dawn, I believe it was what it was called. Some of you guys who are watching, you guys might know better than me, but I'm pretty sure it's called Golden Dawn. And it, boy, there was a room, I want to say it had like bridges at the top, like the wrecked ship like bridges, like the little crumbly bridges, like the room with the orange gamer in it in this game. And like there was just this one random spot where if you could get into it with Morph Ball and bomb it or something, you could go through it. But like it wasn't intuitive at all. Like there was nothing telling you that that was even an option, that was even a place you can go. It was just like, yeah, you just gotta get here. Like there was no scenery clues, nothing. So yeah, Golden Dawn, that's a big oof for me. That's gonna be a big yikes for me, dog. But other than that, I don't think there's too many Super Metroid hacks that I've personally, you know, got intel on or know that much about. So, not saying there's anything wrong with the Metroid hacks that are out there. It's just a lot of them I just don't really care to research into. Now, if someone recommends me one, oh yeah, you know, I'll definitely give it a good look out, but crumble blocks for no good reason except to stop you from running. Hyper Metroid. Where? I've heard of that one. I don't think I've seen footage on it. No, I think I might have seen footage on it. There's one that I watched and I was like, it's really cool and I would have loved to play it, but I just never got to playing it. It's like X Factor, Z Factor, something like that. But it looked amazing and I was like, yo, I gotta play that. Bomb Chorizo can only be killed with what? That is bizarre. I don't think I heard of that one. I know there was one that came out that also looked kind of cool, but it's literally, I want to say it's new. Like maybe not like new, but like new enough. It's like, it's literally just Super Metroid, but with like custom like assets and sprites and, you know, it's like they tried to remake Super Metroid using Super Metroid's engine. It's a ROM hack that's literally just Super Metroid. Just with like different visual assets and stuff. Oh, you discovered redesign through Proteus, huh? Where does this go? Oh, okay. I don't need to go that route. I'm pretty sure the entrance to Lower Norfair is down here, right? Like there's a power bomb door. Yup. See, I knew I wasn't crazy. I thought I remembered my way around. All right, let me go ahead and drop down. Get my space jump on. Super Metroid rotation is pretty cool. They rotated the game. Actually, I forgot what the YouTuber's name is. what does he go by? Shy Guy MST or Shy Guy Express? Something like that. Metroid MST. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. But I see him play, I think I saw him play Rotation. I think. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of his videos, like, way back in the day. Like, this is not a shot at MST, all right? This is because I know some people are like, oh my god, this guy's talking about this guy. But like back in the day, it's like he was playing it, but he would also give like a comprehensive review of some of the games. Like he'll tell you about tiling errors. Like tiling errors might as well be a meme on his channel, because boy, if there was a tiling error and he saw it, boy, he was not gonna let you live it down. But like now, I can't watch his videos because now he's got like 6, 7, 9 people in a Discord call, and they're all talking over each other, and I'm like, Chief, I can't be here. You know what I'm saying? But he does a live stream format now, which is, you know, that's his thing. So like, more power to him. I mean, he's definitely, you know, gaining subscribers up the wazoo now. I think it's at like 5K now. I think. You said gotta adapt. I don't know, man. A lot of YouTubers now that like I used to like watch, like, you know, gameplay wise, a lot of them have started doing that more freeform. We're just shooting the shit in a call, and like it'll be like the person who's like a streamer and maybe one of their homies is entertaining, but the other 5 are just like really cringe randos, and it's like, oof. Slow beef. Man, I haven't heard nothing. Is slow beef and diabetes even doing Retsu Prey anymore, dude? Because my lord. Wait, you can't hit this one with supers, right? That's his gimmick. Alright, so I heard you could just do this and he won't move. Oh my god, this works? This is... Okay, this is comical. That's... I saw someone do that to him in a ROM hack on a video a couple years ago, and I was like, does that work in vanilla? That's gross. That's legitimately just gross. Does that work on Bomb Chorizo? I guess Bomb Chorizo can't jump that high. I guess he's not really in a room that really facilitates that. I don't know. That's bizarre. It's funny, but it's bizarre. There's a debug. Oh, I'm at full health. I'm dumb. You'll get a ton of bombs and missiles. Huh. They don't do actual LPs anymore? They don't? Oh, you mean they do the thing I was talking about where it's like him and like a bunch of his friends in a Discord, and like they're playing the game, but they're not, like, it's not like you're getting like insightful commentary or like talking about the game. It's just they're talking about like random stuff. Now, if you're talking about, I know they don't do Retsus anymore. That I am fully aware. Don't we like go up here or something? Yeah, that's what I thought. Wait, it says I've... What the hell is this then? If this door locks behind me, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay. I don't know what the room above me is then. Where's the thing? When it comes to Retsu praise, like, I gotta keep it a buck with you guys. I think they had some of the most just hilarious content on the internet. Let's point at Super Metroid. Spicy. There's a video that they had where it was, I don't know who it was who said who made this joke, but there was a guy who was talking like he was cracked out of his mind, like he was on the Coco, ladies and gentlemen, and he was playing. Are these crumble blocks? Oh, I didn't mean to do another one. Are these the big crumblies? Whack. Whack. That entire scenario was whack. I'm over here thinking I'm being smart. Whack. Yes, the mouse cursor, but there was another video that was just, it was so spicy. The guy was playing Kirby Superstar, and like I said, he sounded like he was cracked out of his mind. But what he had ended up saying was like, yeah, man, I can't wait till go ahead and play. Like, he sounded like he kind of sounded like that. And the dude who was Retsu praying the video with them goes, I'm playing Kirby Superstar. Fuck you, mom. Oh my god, bro. When I heard that the first time, bro, I was in stitches. I was in genuine tears. Like some of their old OG stuff. Like you're not gonna find stuff too much funnier than that on YouTube. I'm gonna tell you that right now. No, not Shmorky. No. The person in the video, like the actual Let's Player, had a voice where like they were kind of shrieky. And then they were mimicking him by saying, I'm playing Kirby Superstar, fuck you, mom. Bro, I was legit sleep. Shmorky is another can of worms that we're not talking about because I am not. That is a lot of hot garbo right there that we don't need to talk about. Did I really just walk through that guy's back? And don't these dudes do like a bunch, and I mean a bunch of, yes they do. I got my own question answered as I got hit. They do an ass load of damage, my man. Wait, that was Shmorky that was playing Kirby Superstar? That was Shmorky, that was Shmorky's Let's Play that they riffed. That's what you're telling me. Or are you saying Shmorky's the one that said the fuck you, mom? Really? Oh my god. So Shmorky definitely had to change their voice then. Granted, I know a little bit about how they've adapted behind the scenes, so, but I'm just saying. Man, boy, it sure doesn't sound like it, I'll tell you that right now, dude. Yeah, old YouTube had some of just the funniest videos, man. I'm kind of sad. I know there's like some weird glitch where like you can like fall through these things, and like I don't know how to do it, but it's like you get damaged by the regular spike and then you just fall through. It's weird. Okay, can you like jump at me or something, dog? Dive kick. I always thought it was weird that the ninja pirates are a thing. Like, it just seems like such a bizarre thing to have them do. I mean, it is dope. Don't get me wrong about that. My favorite joke was the Wario one where we're selecting a gen. Oh, what a. Oh God! Who was the guy they used to riff? It was him and his buddy. And one was they were playing like, I want to say they were playing Jeopardy, but the other one they were playing like the Lost Levels, and like they would always cheer for him about going to Burger King. Billy MC, oh, the boy. Billy MC, the legend. Yeah, Billy MC had a friend on one of his things, and like they were cheering for him and his friend. And oh my god, it was wild, dude. Billy MC, true Super Saiyan legend. Billy MC, the god. Oops. Damn it. Oh, I hate Rijno. I don't like Rijno. I never thought his Let's Plays were, like, entertaining. Like, I don't know. You know, some people, like, when they commentate anything, they always just seem to have, like, this really snobbish, like, demeanor about everything. That's what I always gathered from Rijno. And whether he really had a snobbish demeanor, who knows? Get away from me, demon! Hello? Oh boy. Can you not? Ridley, that's not attractive. This is not attractive! Ridley, please. You're not being a good, friendly dragon, alright? I'm tired of doing this with you, sir. I might actually die. This is pretty bad. This is not how I saw my life ending, guys. Not! To Ridley? Not like this? I think that's the closest a boss has ever came to actually killing me. I mean, technically he did, but for the first time in history, reserve tanks actually came in handy. What? And I know we get an energy tank in this room, so like I wasn't worried about my health because we're just gonna get it refilled anyway by getting the energy tank. But I pushed it a lot closer. I thought he was gonna die a lot faster. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's really what had me tripped out. Was like, I thought he was gonna die a hell of a lot quicker than he did. From that one RP where Darkness the Curse was playing Brave Fence. I don't think I've seen that one. Wait, no, I might have. If it's an old one, I've seen it. I just don't remember it. Is Brave Fencer Musashi, is that like the what is it, the Japanese like samurai game? But it's like somewhat 3D, I think. And I think like the protagonist might have blue hair or something like that. On the PS, yeah, okay, I saw it then. Oof. Just jump to the right. There you go. Wait, do I have to powerbomb for real? Yeah, I do not envy anybody who gets stuck down there with power bombs. Well, you gotta remember, YouTubers back in the day, like, for Let's Players anyway, like the OG Let's Players, you gotta remember, the expectations you had for them are much different now than what you have for, you know, them now. Because back then, you could be the most unentertaining, boring sack of garbage who ever walked the planet Earth. But, as long as you could get somewhat decent capture footage quality, It didn't matter how boring you were. You were one of like 5 people who could get like an actual legible, legit, actual setup going to actually have video play. Like, people were even happy with a YouTuber just having like, you know, a camcorder that was just level with the TV. I mean, how do you, like, that's why people, there's a lot of people who thought Darkside Phil was ahead of the game. Bro, don't even get me started on unregistered Hypercam 2. Like, we will be fighting today. Unregistered Hypercam 2 was the bane of my existence, and not just like from watching people who do Let's Plays. It was the bane of my existence for another reason. I don't know if you know about this one. I don't know the name of the song, and I don't know why. I can't think of it, but I'm sure we all remember it. Do you guys remember? Every time you wanted to learn how to like edit a video, or you wanted to learn how to get like, you know, a software for free, or you wanted to learn a tip and trick for a video editor or Photoshop, or even stuff like paint.net, like way back when, you would always find these videos with unregistered Hypercam 2. And the song would be like, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. It was always that song. It didn't matter what you were looking up. It was that song. It didn't matter how. I didn't even know that was a thing back there. Okay. I know you know the song. It's like, it was like electronic techno, and it had like a woman doing like, I know that's a terrible representation. I'm sure there's someone who actually likes the song in question, who's like actually disappointed in me as a human being for misrepresenting their song like that. Wait, hold on. Do I just go in here? Oh, okay, I see. I actually don't know where this is taking me. What? What type of chicanery? What is this? What? What? I don't remember that. Yeah, man. That young Metroidio. I always said, like, after, like, you know, so many years of me saying I'm gonna get back to actually trying to play this game again. Like I said, loved it as a kid, but, you know, I've just been so busy playing other games that aren't, you know, my classic games. But now that I definitely have some time set aside, I was like, no, there's no excuses. We're playing this. Oop. Watch out for them beams. Isn't there something else in this room? Or am I imagining that? Okay. I thought that I remembered that there was more to this room than meets the eye initially. Is there something else in this room? Alright, it doesn't look like it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bail. I was trying to read the chat, and I walked all the way to the right and tried to jump, and I was like, wait, why didn't I go up? And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, this takes us back to regular Norfair. Unfortunately, there's no way back because it's one way, because crumble blocks. Now you pop out here. Alright, so This is just something that, like, I noticed as a kid. If you've ever seen the movie Scream, tell me these orbs don't look like they have Scream's face in it, like Ghostface Killer. Like, look at that face. That's Ghostface. That's GFC in there. I just wanted to point that out because a lot of people don't notice that, and I just think that's something that, like, I noticed as a kid, and I've never really got anybody else's opinion on that. Huh. Invulnerability orb from Doom. You know, I'm actually never really thought about it that way. I see it. Bowser's Eve. Oh my god, that. All right, in the watch together today, when everyone gets together, Alice, yo, we're throwing that in there, dude. We have to throw Bowser's Evil Test. Oh my god. But here's the thing about a lot of their Retsu praise. A lot of them didn't age well. And I understand why they stopped, because we're in a much more sensitive era of YouTube. And that level of content definitely isn't going to keep your channel up anymore. So clearly they had to stop, and I get it. But, you know, I do miss a lot of their, like, reviews for, like, stuff that was, like, just awful in general. Like, I don't know if you watch them do, like, the Arrival series or a lot of those Newground Flash series that were just awful. I mean, that's not too old. I think they did that in, like, 2015, 2016, something like that. But yeah, most of it's pretty trash, dude. Only sad thing is, but now, a lot of stuff they have now, like, go back to Newgrounds. Phoenix Wrong is a treat. Please stop Let's Playing I Want to Be the Guy. I Want to Be the Guy was a really dope game. Alright? It was. But here's the problem. I liked it when it was I Want to Be the Guy. I liked it when it was I Want to Be the Boshi. But now there's like 14 of them, and like I think only 3 are made by the guy who actually made the first one. And like some of them just look like it's just memes. And like the first one was just memes, but you know, at least it was like I want to be the guy, because you know you want to beat all the gaming icons, and then it just went right to poop. Because I wanted to play I Want to Be the Guy on the channel. I actually wanted to play it, but as you know, everyone said, nah, man, don't play that. Play I Want to Be the Fan game, or whatever it was called. Which everyone started off with me having to jump through this really awful background that was just the trees from Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. And you had to dodge these off-screen Pokeballs. Like, that was awful. The breakfast is ruined. So I'm probably taking like the longest way back, because I just realized I could have just went up Red Brinstar, and then I could have just went up through the back way and then go to my ship, and then I could just go to Turian. But whatever, this way works too. No, if you think I'm doing Metroid skip, I can't do that, dog. I'm Ridley. Are you scared, Samus? Ah! So does anyone have like the lore on like the gems that get shattered, and like is that like a spirit coming out of the statue? Because I don't know. Like, I'm really confused. Like, is that like a gemstone? Is that is that like a creature? Like, what is in the statues? Like, I don't understand. Like, I've never even understood that from, like, a kid. Like, maybe someone has the lore on hand, but I don't know. But what is Phoenix wrong about, Jackal Hunter? I saw you bring it up earlier. Gotta beat up those Amy's. But speaking of Retsu praise, I remember when me and Caudish used to do videos like that a while ago. Man, those were the days. NPC for YouTube? Boy. Well, we could never upload a video like that to the channel nowadays. And set it to movie and sound clips. That's pretty dope. I don't know, Newgrounds is like, Newgrounds is a weird place because the economy of stuff that you find there is just, it's unreal. Like, you'll find something that's like really cool 1 minute. I am waiting on that Metroid because I know it's over there. Unreal. I was about to say, that was unreal that you're gonna tell me that we did not hit that dude. Alright, come on. Whoa. Hey there, bud. Need you to chillax there, buddy. Alright. Yo, what was it? Gaming in the Clinton years with, God, who are they making fun of? I know who he is, but, like, I don't remember his name. Navigator, yeah. From what I heard, Navigator apparently took it all in stride. Like, he knows about their videos. I just think it's humorous. Like, no salt. And I was like, if that's true, then he's a pretty cool guy. George Wood. Wait, you can't hit this guy, right? Oh no, you can't. You could totally hit this guy. Oh well, can't hit that dude. Did he actually hit me? What was that? That was trash. Wait, if I... Oh, okay, your stuff passes through him. You couldn't even hit him if you wanted to. Don't you start about Metroid. Please don't other M me. No other memes in the chat. Please. Bottle ship. Yeah, I could write a 4-page essay, easy, without even like a second thought, without even like any help, just straight up off the dome, in like size 2 font. So I guess that'd be like in size 12 font. I guess that'd be like a 24-page essay on why I despise and I loathe and I can't damn stand Metroid Other M. Sorry, Metroid Other M is a game that I just can't. I can't rock with it, no matter how much you would like me to change my opinion on that. I just can't. You know, I've come to the realization that I have no super missiles. And I don't think I'm going to get a chance to get them back. Which sucks. Alright, let me save, because I get the feeling like I'm about to do something mad dumb. And just, like, screw myself over. It's honestly, genuinely how I feel what's about to happen out here, dude. You know, I know it's pretty much impossible, but has there ever been like someone who was speedrunning this game and found a way to die in the escape? And apparently there's something like called like you can skip these, what are they called, Zebetites or something like that? And apparently it like makes it easier because you get over here and none of these things are shooting at you because it still thinks you're at the first gate. But what's funny about that is you get perma-stuck from what I heard about it, so. Yeah, I have like no missiles, so like I have to. Wait, do Rinkas not drop anything? Wow. That's trash. What's the W stand for? Man, that character assassination video is legendary, dude. I don't care what anyone has to say. It's legit legendary. So yeah, we're almost actually at the end of this game now. Wait, if I kill the Zebetites remain destroyed, right? Like they're a permadeath enemy, right? Because if they're not, I'm gonna be more annoyed than I think I'm about to be. And I don't want to be that annoyed. Oh my, I mean, either way, we're about to find out. Nah, here's the hoping. Alright, permadeath enemy. Thank you. I knew I probably should have went back to the ship. There we go. You get all the way to Mother Brain just to deal with this crazy seizure-inducing cinematic. And then you get the most dope final boss music on the Super Nintendo. Unload! Okay, I don't know how that last shot did not count as me doming you. Okay, first off, you did not have to hit me with the quad laser. Man, that beam hurts! Oh no! Samus! You must move! Otherwise you will be destroyed! Oh no! We're gonna game over! It's a lost cause for us! And then the baby! Like, let's think about that for a minute. Like, what if you're about to be like, that's right. That's right. I'm gonna squash you like the bug you are. Like, imagine you're about to step on a roach that's like running around in your house. You're about to finish the job. And then like a giant like wasp just lands on your head and just starts like on your foot. Like, boy, you'd be so upset. You'd be so mad. You might even be petrified and turn to stone as well. Curse this baby. Oh no. Metroid-chan, please run. You're not gonna make it. Please. You must live. Yes, Metroid-chan, flee. I'll take it from here. No! Metroid-chan! Top 10 greatest anime deaths. Now you get to watch Metroid Other M's opening cutscene. Obviously, it's 30 times more epic in this game than it is in Other M, but that's a discussion for a different day. You know, I didn't realize you can just hold down the button, it auto-turbos Hyper Beam. I did not know that. Oh man. Hold on, gotta get some last second bags in, yeah. That's how you gotta assert dominance, you know? Alright, chat. Are we gonna attempt to save those daggum animals, or are they dead? Are they dead to us? Alright, let them die. Wait. I got jebaited super hard just there, dude. Oh, that's right! You could go the bottom way and just speed booster. I knew I wasn't crazy. I was like, yeah, that's the strat. I forgot that was an option that was on the table. Okay, I tried to spin jump like 3 times right there, and the game was just like, no, you're not getting it. Which is cool, I guess, but I would prefer... Oh, okay, well, with all the seizure-inducing garbage going on in the background, I somehow forgot that there is rising magma. Now, what I don't know if this is one of those rooms where the magma actually rises all the way to the top. Well, I missed it. Because what I was supposed to do was jump right here, and then I could have shine sparked up, but whatever. Wah, wah, wah. Man, it is so much longer when you don't just zip zop zoobity bop up there. Yeah, this is for the whole enchilada, folks. Oh, overshot it barely. Samus, you gonna... Okay. I was about to say, so we just not gonna go down? And ladies and gentlemen, that's Soups. GG's Scoops. Another Metroid game bites the dust. Man, this was my childhood right here, guys. There goes Planet Zebes. 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 Planet GG's. No Rees. Yeah, that was fun. I don't know. Super Metroid's always fun. It doesn't matter if it's a ROM hack or not. Unless it's a ROM hack that changes the physics and or just puts spikes everywhere and calls it a challenge. Clear time, hour 40. Oh, hour 59. It's technically sub 2 hours. Man. Your childhood Metroid game was Metroid Prime. I mean, Metroid Prime's not a bad game. Prime 2, we can debate on that. Prime 2 literally saved itself by having really dope bosses. Okay, I just want that to be said right now. I don't think Prime 2's a great game, but its bosses really saved it from being just the big oof. It had good music, but I mean, like, that's part of the boss package. The boss themes in that, I don't think anyone's gonna dispute me on that. I will say this though, there's one boss in all of Metroid that I will never respect. I don't like. I don't think it was ever a good idea to implement in the game. Actually, no. There's two. Metroid Prime 2's Spider Guardian. Don't talk to me about it. Not the one in Trilogy. Trilogy got super nerfed. OG Spider Guardian, I hated it. Like, I never had a problem with Boost Guardian. Like, when people said they had a problem with Boost Guardian, that was shocking to me. I didn't know it was that much of a problem. But no, I absolutely loathe, despise, and cannot encourage or endorse in any way Spider Guardian or Powerbomb Guardian. Spider Guardian, because the boss fight was just, like, tedious. It was stupid and difficult. Powerbomb Guardian was just boring. Like, that was just boring. There was nothing fun about that. People have a problem with Contra. Well, that's because that's Contra. That game has a legacy to uphold to be at least somewhat difficult. Like, honestly, if you can beat Cuphead, you can beat Contra. Only difference is, most people don't really care to beat. Most people who play Contra now are either people who speedrun the game, grew up with the game, or anybody who's coming in that's new, or we're told this game's difficult, you should try it. They try it for an hour and go, man, this game's difficult, and that's it. They just quit. Alright, so what's my item percentage? Like 56? $66? $56? 63. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is a Super Metroid, aka the finest game the Super Nintendo ever graced us with, aka the finest thing that Super Metroid could ever do. Not all these ROM hacks, the original, the OG. Honestly, I think this is the best thing the Metroid franchise as a whole has given to us. So, that being said, if you like what you saw, remember, like, favorite, comment, hit that subscribe button. Help support your boy, and we will catch you guys the next time we need to catch you, which will probably be soon with some other game that we bring on over the horizon. So yeah, till then, cheers.